One of the questions that we often get asked is, can you send messages to your friends that don't have Text Time Machine yet installed? And the answer is yes, you can. And let's take a look at how we do that. And you can even send messages into the future, even if someone doesn't have the app installed. So the way this works is that at the bottom of my screen, you can see Settings, Calendar, Contacts, and Chat. So we're currently in Contacts, so that's my contact list. And the contacts you see here, Aaron, Allison, Alan, etc., those are people in my phone's contact list that have installed TTM. But if I want to send a message to someone that doesn't have the app yet installed, what I do is I just touch on the plus in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and that's going to bring up a list of people in my phone's contact list that don't have the app yet installed. So I'll touch a name like Aaron here, and that will bring up our messaging interface, and then I can just send Aaron a message. So I touch down here in Messages and say hi. One thing to note is that when you are sending a message to a non-TTM user, it goes out as a standard text message. A standard text message, or SMS, is limited in the total number of characters. And to let you know how many characters you can include in your message, we've got a little character counter in the lower right-hand corner of the message box. Currently it's at 106. So if I hit spacebar, now it'll be at 105, and add a few more characters, 104, 103, 102, 101, etc. So that lets you know how long your message can be before you run out of characters for a standard text message. Now let's say I want to send this message into the future to Aaron. What I do is I touch on our icon, the little tetrahedron, the blue icon, to the left of the message box, and that will bring up our time and date picker. So let's have this go out tomorrow, Wednesday, January 6th. So I've picked that date, and I'll hit done, and now you can see it's going to go out at January 6th at 4:40 p.m. And so when I hit send, this message now gets scheduled to go out to Aaron tomorrow at that time. And one of the ways you can check on the messages going in the future is you go to the calendar, and you can see here's the calendar. And there you can see there's a couple of messages that I have scheduled to go out in the future tomorrow to Abe and to Aaron. A couple other things to note about the messages to the non-TTM users is that it contains a link. So when the person gets the message from you, it'll have your name at the top, like message from Mike B, and then the content of the message, in this case, hi. And then after that, it'll say to reply, and it has a link to download our software. So this is the way you can send messages to people, but also invite them to download and install the software. And they touch the link, they can install the software, and as soon as they do that, then you can reply and use all the really cool features inside a Text Time Machine.